Your forecast first from KARK4, your weather authority.
After a record cold weekend, believe it or not, we are still under the influence of that upper level area of low pressure. It's located not very far to our east. It's only traveled from Arkansas to central Tennessee over the past 4 days. It'll continue to slowly move northeastward. We'll see a few clouds from that system tonight, and then it looks like much warmer temperatures as we head through the next couple of days. Your forecast first for Little Rock, look for partly cloudy skies overnight tonight. By morning, we're down to 53 degrees. KARK4 News at 5 starts now.
Now, from the station you count on for local news that matters, this is KARK4 News at 5.
And we are following developing news this evening. Little Rock police investigating a double homicide. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bob Clausen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Dean. Police say a friend of the victims was stopping by, found those two people dead in a home on 32nd Street in Bishop. And KARK4's Josh Berry is live tonight with more details on this. Josh?
Hey, Bob, Jessica. Yeah, Little Rock police did just open this crime scene back up to the public, allowing traffic to drive back and forth in front of this home where they say it happened. They just took down the yellow crime tape pretty much from where I'm standing to the stop sign across the street, keeping anybody in front of the home where they say today they found two victims dead inside. And police did just release those names and ages: 40-year-old Bobby Broadway and 32-year-old Natasha Avery. Now, friends and family of the two have continued to gather along the street, waiting to find out exactly what happened, because for the most part of the day they continue to hang out here, sharing hugs as they all try to wrap their arms on exactly what happened to their friend and relative here on 32nd Street. Police filled the street behind the yellow crime tape, keeping the scene under wraps for the majority of the afternoon. However, quick looks through the door to inside this home provided no insight as to what happened. All police could tell us today is that around 11:05 they received a call to this home here on the 1500 block of West 33rd. The only information police had going into this investigation, and most of what we know right now, is from what the 911 caller provided.
He was at the residence late last night till about midnight. He did call this morning trying to reach the people that live there. He was not able to reach them, so he came over. He found both subjects down inside the residence.
The victims were apparently a couple and lived there alone. Police say, however, it didn't look like there was any forced entry, nor was there anything stolen. Investigators combed this area for the majority of the day until, again, they did just open this crime scene back up, trying to figure out exactly what happened. I did speak with a few family members and friends about what they think about this, and they say that somebody in this area, a neighbor, a friend, somebody knows what happened, and they're hoping that justice can be prevailed. We'll have more on what they had to share with us tonight on KARK4 News at 6. For now, we are live in Little Rock. Josh Berry, KARK4 News.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. And streets surrounding the state capitol blocked off this morning by Little Rock police while crews investigated a suspicious package there. An employee at Discount Tire and Brake noticed a suitcase across the street from his office. Police and fire crews roped off that street, used an X-ray machine. They found nothing inside, only a blue plastic bag.
A young construction worker killed after being buried alive when a trench collapsed on top of him while working in northwest Arkansas today. The Fayetteville Fire Marshal says 20-year-old Brandon Ryan of Springdale was completely covered in soil. By the time crews were able to reach the man, he was already dead. Firefighters say unfortified trenches are dangerous to both workers and emergency crews trying to save victims.
When we respond to these types of incidents, you know, it's serious. Whenever we hear a patient in a trench, you know, that's serious.
An inspector from OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, was on site today to investigate.
This is your Razorback Nation report.
Coming down from the hill today, Brett Bielema announcing 4 players parting way with the Hogs, and that includes 1 starting quarterback candidate.
So let's take it from here and head right to the Razorback Nation. Adam Alter is standing by with more on this and the possible impact this is going to have on the program. Hey, Adam.
Bob, Jessica, 4 Hog football players have decided to continue their playing careers somewhere else, including a guy, as you mentioned, who's been competing for the starting quarterback job, Brandon Mitchell. Now, all through the spring, Mitchell competed with Brandon Allen at quarterback, and Allen emerged as a front runner. Now, Mitchell told us about a month ago he only wanted to play quarterback in his final year of eligibility, and he will have to seek that opportunity elsewhere and could be eligible to play right away because he's on track to graduate this summer. Now, the other 3 players transferring are Keontae Minor, DeFonte Lowe, and Austin Flynn. Lowe and Flynn, not big surprises because they did not participate at all in the spring season due to academic issues. Minor likely leaving due to a position change after playing receiver in his first 2 years at Arkansas. The new coaching staff moved him to running back. Now, depth is an issue at almost every spot on the roster, but other than Mitchell, these aren't quite major losses, guys, but they are noteworthy.
All right, Adam, thanks very much. Appreciate that. In Safety Matters this evening, 2 universities in Faulkner County opting out of allowing concealed carry on campus, choosing to keep their colleges gun-free. KARK 4's Marcy Manley speaking with the president of the University of Central Arkansas about that decision. Marcy?
Well, ultimately, this was the Board of Trustees' decision, but President Tom Courtway supported the idea of keeping firearms on campus in the hands of police instead of professors. The university's police chief and its faculty senate all expressed opposition to allowing concealed carry on campus. During the legislative session, lawmakers passed the bill that would allow faculty and staff with concealed carry permits to have firearms on school grounds, but it includes the provision to allow schools to, quote, opt out to keep campuses gun-free, which UCA's board ultimately did with a vote of 5-1.
We feel like we've got a very safe campus. We have 27 certified law enforcement officers, have a safe campus, and felt like that was the right decision for our university.
The board at UCA will have to vote on this issue each year, a requirement included in the law. A poll of UCA students showed many of them weren't opposed to staff and faculty carrying on campus. Hendrix College in Conway also voted to opt out of the concealed carry option. Arkansas State and the University of Arkansas system have not yet conducted their votes. Back to you.
All right, Marcy, thank you. Voters in Hot Springs can head to the polls starting tomorrow in a special election to decide how that city will be run. The special election is actually on May 14th, but early voting running throughout the week. Voters can choose to change to a mayor city council form of government or keep the city manager board of directors style that it has now. A Garland County resident submitted a petition requesting that special election.
The Faulkner County group that helps animals took a very bad hit during recent storms, losing an expensive barn and much needed food they had for their animals. But KARK 4's Jocelyn Tovar found out that did not stop them from stepping in when 10 horses needed their help.
Volunteers are helping rebuild the Faulkner County SPCA shelter, ripped apart by severe weather. But as volunteers continue to work on the shelter, their services are needed elsewhere. The sheriff's office came to them for help with 10 horses who needed saving.
And these horses are just so bad off that not only do they need food because of their emaciation, but they also need medical care.
Many were close to death, one with a broken leg. Another just gave birth, had a dislocated hip.
They all have one issue or another.
I was out there with all them horses.
Also seized, this loving pit bull, now named Blue, who will deliver puppies soon.
It's been a little challenging.
But even faced with all the financial and structural setbacks, the manager of the shelter, Lydia Greer, says she never once considered saying no.
You can't really do that. I mean, I can't do that, and our volunteers won't do that. One way or another, we'll find a way. It affects all of us when something happens to the animals or anyone in our community.
Once the animals recover, they'll be ready for adoption. Jocelyn Tovar, KARK 4 News.
And the owner of the animal, no longer in the picture apparently, as an undocumented citizen, where says that he was deported and won't face any charges. If you care to donate to help the cause of those animals, you can at ArkansasMatters.com. You'll find information how to do that.
In Education Matters tonight, 12 schools in Arkansas make it on this year's list of best high schools in America. The Daily Beast ranking the 2,000 best public high schools in the nation, proven to be the most effective in turning out college-ready grads. Arkansas schools for mathematics, sciences, and the arts in Hot Springs ranked 13th in the nation. The next Arkansas school, Hall Academy in Fayetteville, coming in at number 83. You can find the full list of all the Arkansas schools at ArkansasMatters.com.
Still ahead tonight, are you happy? Yeah, we'll get over it. No, millions of people are out there. They're looking for happiness. Not unusual, but the search could be what's keeping them from smiling. We'll have more on the hunt for happiness coming up.
Plus, you're going to be hearing that voice live tonight on The Voice when Arkansas native Josiah Hawley takes the stage. Coming up, we are live in Los Angeles with more on how they're getting ready.
A good part of Arkansas seeing record low temperatures over the weekend, well down into the 30s, including right here in Little Rock. But we recovered nicely to start the new work week. 73 our high this afternoon. We started the day at 53. We'll let you know when we're going to see more May-like weather in just a few minutes.
This is KARK 4 News at 5 in high definition with Bob Clausen, Jessica Dean, and Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.